What's up, everybody? This is Kieran and Reese. I'd like to introduce the Obsessed Compulsive Game of the O.C.G. And hopefully I'm live with Lord of the Rings Gollum, which is apparently one of the worst games ever made. Although I've heard they patched a lot of the game break bugs. I got it for $2, and I just thought since it seemed hilariously bad that it could be better than I'm thinking since they patched it, or it might just suck and be fun to watch and go through.
Without me, eyes are marbles, no darkness they see. Faces look garbled, no flurry they feel. No breath, no cheer, death not to fear. Time is not spent, roses has no scent. At nothing you can marvel without me. But it wasn't roses, my precious, not roses. Lilies. Not lilies, not roses. Which one was it, precious? Quiet! Someone's coming.
And a cage upon his back.
We may provide you with a cart. There is no hope for him, I fear. The creature is lost.
Well, let's see how he responds to some light.
Someone tortured him, long before the Dunadan found him. The darkness grows beyond our borders. My people are growing anxious. We cannot let this evil linger among us on Earth. We believe that he went to more.
Is that Gandalf or Radagast?
That's what I feared. What did he hope to find, I wonder? Leave us. I want to hear what he has to say. Why don't we start with your name? Your real name, not the one others have given you. Very well. Let us try someone else's name. Bilbo Baggins. Yes, you remember him. He found me more than 60 years ago.
Fucking anxiety.
Deep underneath the roots of the Misty Mountains.
God in heaven, please forgive me, producing deals and doom. God in heaven, please forgive me, producing deals and doom.
They took something from you.
God in heaven, please forgive me, producing doom. God in heaven, please forgive me, producing doom. God in heaven, please forgive me, producing doom. Please give me doing this fucking ass. God in heaven, please give me producing doom.
You were looking for it, weren't you? You left your home in the mountains, worming your way down the hills, always hiding from the moon. You followed the Hobbit's trace all the way east to the Lonely Mountain. But then you stopped. and turned south. Why? Something must have drawn you away. A voice calling you to the land of shadow.
Leave us alone.
Whispering your name in your dream.
Not listening.
So, once again, what is your name?
Eagle.
Very well, Smeagol. Now, let us start at the beginning.
Mordor, Mountains of Cirith Ungol, year 3012 of the Third Age. The Shadow Mountains. For years, Gollum dwelled in the Mountains of Cirith Ungol, hiding from Orcus, wraiths, and from her, the giant spider he feared and worshipped. Yeah. You know, it hasn't been fucking terrible so far. The sad thing is you can clearly tell these people read and liked the book. But I guess we'll see. I heard most of the worst bugs were fixed.
Got him.
That was the issue at launch, it was just broken. Maybe the character model, but I would actually say the atmosphere is pretty on the money.
Nothing. Must go back hungry again. Curse this land. Curse it. Tomorrow, my dear, tomorrow we find something nice. We hate this land. Hate it.
Okay, so he's got like a sprint meter. Yeah, from what I've seen, it's pretty much a stealth game at heart, which makes sense. Gollum is not going to be fucking fighting anybody.
And up again.
That's my bad.
The Mountains of Shadow. That is where you are hiding.
Mustn't ask. Why is it asking us questions? Why?
You know why.
And I like the fact that the whole thing is framed as Gollum being interrogated by Gandalf or Radagast the Brown. I'm pretty sure it's Gandalf, but his hair was all brown and shit like Radagast. Maybe they were trying to show that Gandalf is supposed to be younger here, but Gandalf doesn't fucking age. He literally came to Middle-earth as an old man. He's a fucking Ishtari.
It's a long jump again, my precious. Come, he has done it many times.
That's my bad.
It's a long jump again, my precious.
Let me see.
Come, he has done it many times.
Yeah, and also batshit fucking crazy.
Shadow Mountains. Yes, that's how they called it. The Oaks did.
So you talk to the orcs?
Never. But we have sharp ears, and we listens.
Hmm. Oh, damn it. I actually like the aesthetic they've got going. Yeah, it's low poly, but it actually seems like they put care into it.
And they got teeth sharp again with this one. No beckons, no precious. And the eye, it's always watching.
Okay. Why is there a fucking dragon? Or is that a worm? Like the Witch King's worm, because Smile is supposed to be the last fucking dragon in Middle Earth. I'll have to see.
An orc cave?
Orc live there, yes, hiding from the great eye, we thinks. Long gone, when we came, the nasty orc, long dead.
You must have had friends once. A family?
They kicked us, cast us out.
Yeah, if you murdered your brother, bro. No, I'm sorry, your cousin, Deagle.
It was our birthday. Yes, it was.
Your birthday?
They didn't just catch you up for no reason, bro.
Back's home, bird's foot, all the same, sweet one. Just names in a stupid song. What's the noise?
Yeah, I guess. I think you're being overly critical. You should also remember that this game was made on a small budget by an indie studio, basically. This wasn't a majorly backed game, so...
It was ours. Oh, precious. My birthday present. It came to me on my birthday.
I'm not sure exactly, but it was a very small team.
Orcs couldn't see us. No one could see us. Not even nasty wizards.
How did you find it? You're precious.
Nasty light. Smeagol wants to sleep.
He cannot sleep now, but I shall dim the light for you.
Unreal 5 is the engine. And I don't know the exact size, but it's a pretty small team, from what I understand.
Perhaps she helps us now, the great spider. Perhaps. We both are beasts to eat, yes, and crunchy oxys, but she doesn't like them much.
Well, I think that, yeah, when it comes to the quality of the assets and graphics, budget can mean a lot. I really don't think it looks that bad.
No nice friend, was he, precious? Not tricksing us now, is he? Hmm? No, not anymore. And if she's not happy, what does she do then, my love? Wraps us all up like spindles. No, not for her toys,
I guess.
not yet. Must bring her nice settings and oxys.
Like I said, I actually think this game has done a great job capturing the atmosphere of the books, which is more than I can say for a lot of adaptations, like Rings of Power. Maybe this game sucks. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to keep an open mind about it. But at least an effort was made by people that actually like the source material.
So you never left that cave?
Never.
And
I can actually tell. I can actually tell that the people here actually gave a shit about Lord of the Rings. It's more than I can say for fucking Rings of Power.
No.
People who made this clearly actually read the books, which, once again, unfortunately, is more than I can say for Rings of Power, because I'm like 99% sure they read the fucking Cliff Notes. I've also heard that this game was put under really tight deadlines,
Nasty bird.
which is a large part of what fucked it.
It spies on us. Catch it, grab it, throttle it.
Well, you know, I'm gonna give this game the benefit of the doubt. It actually hasn't been too bad at all, actually. It's been pretty decent. Now I'll have to see the nitty-gritty the basics of the gameplay. But thus far, I don't hate this. Although, like I said, all the reviews and stuff were based off the game at launch, which had major bugs that were game-breaking, and from what I've read, all of the major bugs are now fixed. So it's just a little jank here and there, so it's entirely possible that most of the reviews were based off a version of the game. And, you know, if it turns out to be shit, it's $2. And I got it with a bunch of other games, like Star Wars Bounty Hunter and Crosscode, so I got good games with it, so not only was it only $2, but I got it as part of a larger haul, so even if this game sucks ass, it's not the end of the world. And if it winds up even being better than I thought, then it'll be worth it for $2. Okay, there's actual wall running. I didn't see that coming.
Filthy little spider.
Yeah.
It will tell the wraiths and squeal on us.
I've consistently heard great things about Crosscode. It was on sale for $5, so I thought, what the fuck? And then I've been wanting to get the remaster. I've been wanting to get the remaster of Bounty Hunter for quite some time. I heard it was really good, and it was on sale for $5, so I got it as part of a barter thing. And then I got Immortals of Avium, which I actually really liked. I don't know why that game got shit on so bad. I played the first chunk of it, and I actually liked it. I think somebody was expecting it because it had ex-Call of Duty devs working on it. I think people expected Immortals of Avium to be like a Call of Duty killer, and no, it's just a really solid first-person shooter with magic, which is unique. And it was $6, so I got that. Yeah. Well, that's also pixel art, which is a lot easier to do than what they were doing here. But yeah.
Spy. squeeze it. Yes, squeeze the crooks. And then we eat.
Actually, hold on, let me see. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah. Well, in all fairness, Right Memory Infinite got a lot of funding, and it was really fucking short.
He's alive. Of course he's alive, you scum. Did they breed you in a...
I like Bright Memory Infinite. Looks great, and I kind of want to get it, but it's still like $20, and it's like an hour and a half.
Her ladyship just gave him a sweet little kiss.
Cautious now. Let's speed. Orcs mustn't see us.
There, see? Right on his neck.
Kissed him, eh?
Probably forgot him, or he'd be off to her larder. Lady doesn't care too much for our sweet flesh and bones.
Isn't that O.C.G?
Yeah, I think it's funny too that like the orcs are basically safe in Shelob's domain. The orcs are basically safe in Shelob's domain just because she hates the way they taste.
Here's O.C.G. in some pretty new silk. What's the plan, O.C.G? Skip the night shift.
Shouldn't we cut him loose, Captain Shagrat?
Leave him hanging, you foolish scum! No good interfering with her ladyship's affairs.
What if the lady's still around?
Okay.
Go a few steps into the cave. When you hear something, you shout and stand your ground.
Hey, O.C.G's lucky. He's warm.
You want to know?
Oh shit.
Stop! Get Jump! Back to the tunnel, come on!
They left.
What was that?
Oh yeah, Rhea, by the way, by the way, Rhea,
And that's how far you ever went into Mordor.
they actually, on My Abandonware, have a totally, serviceable, pretty decent working repack of the Hobbit game. And I fucking love that game.
Left the clouds. Why is it asking us?
Brave of the Gods good.
There it is, the spy. Two of them. Two little croakses.
And I fucking love the Hobbit game.
Climbed up too high, didn't we, precious? Not safe here. He mustn't see us. No, not him.
I need to play that as well.
His eye sees all, they says. All lands and mountains. Might see bargains. Not him. Not him. Don't speak to him. Don't listen.
I need to play the Shadow of games again. Shadow of Mordor is really good, and Shadow of War is one of my favorite games ever. I fucking love Shadow of War.
Go, spy, go, just reporting. Look, boys will know what to do.
They will tell him. He will know. And it's two of them. Follow, but mustn't lose them. Follow, but quiet. Stay in the shadows. What about the bird? Forget birds.
I'm telling you, it was that little one.
I will say I like the art direction.
Stay close to them, Precious.
I hope her ladyship had sucked it dry.
Yeah, shouldn't report it. It's always the trouble. Then they send their blood out, and that's never fun.
They're getting away.
Open up! Who's there? Who do you think? Open up!
We're too far away. Up here.
So they never caught you, yeah? Then why are there torture marks on your hands?
It's only scars. She could help us.
Something's brewing. Even the shriekers are out of flight. Those screams, makes your skin crawl.
Yes, the spider could help. First, lure them into her webs, and then...
War, that's what's brewing. Folks high up are getting tense.
I've heard the name, but I haven't played it. I'll have to look into it.
Mustn't lose them.
I hate this tunnel.
The other lantern's out again.
Oh, go away.
Someone slain.
You smell her.
No.
She can't.
Take this one first.
Yeah, no doubt. That's us.
Oh, you actually can kill enemies.
The other one. He'll see us. We need a stone.
Maga. I don't like this.
Hit the lantern. Hit the light.
Oh, okay.
Hear that? Somewhere close. Hey, what?
Oh. It looks like she was getting him. Yeah, she is too. I guess she made an exception. Oh, that's cool. I know another great game with an animal that's really good is Tales of Iron 1 and 2. Those are really good. There's Mount Doom.
Must get out of the light, dear.
Mount Udun.
They will find us.
Okay.
The beetle saw us. Smash it. Smash it. What if it's friendly? Eat it. Don't let it tell on us. Beetle wants us no harm, does it? Could be a spy. It could be. Doesn't look evil to us. Look, to harm us. Yes, it's a spy. What about the birdses? They was no spies either. Yeah, true. Birds was just nesting. Beetles might just be beetles. It likes us. Look. Look.
That's cool. There's a morality system. Interesting. And honestly, Gollum is not really a villain so much as he is a tragic character. Exactly. Oh shit, yep, it was a worm. And there's Witch King Angmar. Yeah, it's time to fucking book it, bro. And, you know, people were constantly trying to say, that, oh, if he had just killed Gollum, like, he could have avoided the entire events of the series or whatever. But actually, believe it or not, J.R.R. Tolkien has talked about this, and saving Gollum actually helped Bilbo. See, the ring has a corrosive effect on your soul. But it's apparently particularly concerned with how you get the ring. Because Gollum immediately killed his cousin, Deagle, for the ring. It immediately had a tremendous chokehold on his soul. Whereas Bilbo, right after he got the ring, had the perfect opportunity to kill Gollum and decided not to. And resisting that influence, J.R.R. Tolkien has actually said him doing that and not giving in and killing somebody immediately after getting the ring is one of the reasons why he was able to carry the ring for so long without it affecting him nearly as bad. And that if Gollum hadn't immediately killed Deagle, he would have taken him a long, long time to get to where he is now. Yeah, pretty much.
It hurts.
Basically, the ring wears you down. Doesn't matter who you are, wears you down. It prolongs your life, but it thins your soul. But the manner that you get the ring determines how fast it goes. Because Smeagol immediately killed his cousin, the ring immediately had a huge chokehold on him. If he had resisted it, it wouldn't have been that way. Yeah.
Well done, my dear.
Oh, that's cool. He has a hunting mode.
The rings! The rings!
It's the same thing.
Why now?
It's the same thing. That fucked them in. Because they took the rings. They took the rings, and they cared no thought of the consequences. They immediately wanted the power. And so that's what turned them into the ring race, and it was much stronger. Whereas the elves got the rings, and they took them as a gift, rather than thinking, oh, we need the power, and they used them sparingly, and that's why the rings didn't turn them into fucking wraiths. People assume that the men were turned to wraiths because, oh, they're weak. No, it was their greed. They immediately gave in to their lesser nature and wielded the rings and used the power of the rings, and thus fell prey to them. The elves took them graciously as a gift and used them sparingly without greed in their hearts, so it didn't turn them. And then, when Sauron made himself known, they immediately took the rings off and never used them again. And it infuriated Sauron because the rings was kind of how he was hoping to take control of them and keep track on them. And they're like, oh shit, they felt his presence, and they're like, oh, okay, we're not going to use these anymore. Whereas the men, after Sauron woke, kept using the rings. Same with the dwarves. But they kind of got killed by the fucking Balrog before they could become corrupted. I'm pretty fucking big into Lord of the Rings, honestly.
Precious.
Well,
No, don't let them hurt us.
oh shit, there's a ring wraith in here. Oh shit. In terms of importance to fantasy, it is the end-all be-all. Maybe you don't like it as much as the end-all be-all, but it is what created modern fantasy. Almost every modern trope of fantasy that you see now comes from Lord of the Rings. Elves, Lord of the Rings. Orcs, Lord of the Rings. Dwarves, Lord of the Rings. He literally created the word dwarves, as in not like dwarfs, but with a V. He literally created it. No, he did. I'm telling you. Trust me on this. All of the modern tropes of fantasy come from Lord of the Rings. Yes, and I'm telling you, Tolkien is the one that came up with elves in the form that people think of now, with the pointy ears, and they live forever. Before then, elves were like a type of pixie. He's the one who came up with fucking dwarves. Literally, D&D was created and inspired by Lord of the Rings. Because the guy who made D&D, I forget his name. Fuck! I cannot remember his name. He grew up, his favorite book, I'm saying in the traditional fashion, Rhea, I understand elves originated in Norse writing, not in the way they're portrayed. When you see elves with the long ears and the fair features, that is Tolkien. Elves in Norse mythology were completely different. They were closer to orcs and golems, the drow. I know I know about where elves come from, Rhea. I'm saying the elf that has now become the staple of fantasy is from Lord of the Rings. He created modern fantasy. Oh shit. Just about. Okay, yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. Just, I wish you would trust me on this. I've done a considerable amount of research, and I'm saying the modern form that fantasy has taken came from him. He did not create the concept of fantasy. He created the system of modern fantasy. Just about all works of fantasy in like the last 100 years have mostly taken from Tolkien. It would be much easier to list the stories that haven't taken inspiration from Lord of the Rings. So no, I'm not saying he literally created the concept of fantasy. I'm saying he created the modern concept of fantasy that we are still using to this day. Game of Thrones, like D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, Forgotten Realms, all of the modern fantasy that we know and love and consume pretty much takes its roots from Lord of the Rings. And like I said, he created fucking dwarves. He created fucking dwarves. Oh shit, that was okay, I was meant to be caught.
Look at me.
I mean, just literally, just him creating dwarves. The impact that has had on fantasy alone is fucking crazy.
Look at me. They brought you to him, didn't they? The Dark Lord.
Okay, he created dwarves. He literally created dwarves. I'm telling you, you have not done the research on this that I have, Rhea. He fucking created dwarves. He literally made the name dwarves. He literally created the fucking word. Okay? Because dwarfs, DWARF, was typically only meant for a midget. He is the one who created DWARV. No, they don't literally originate from Germanic mythology. Those are gnomes. Those are gnomes, Rhea. Those are not dwarves. Those are fucking gnomes. There's a difference. There's a big difference. I'm telling you, you have not done the research on this that I have. I'm talking about, I've been balls fucking deep researching the extended lore of Lord of the Rings, the impact, what his life was, his career was. You need to trust me on this. I am not wrong. And they weren't nearly the same thing. The modern version of dwarves comes from him. He created them. I've researched mythology. I'm telling you. I know that, there was a small little creatures. The modern version of dwarves, he made. The dwarves that you're talking about, the dwarvagat, the little creatures, were not the same. Yes, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I know what you're saying, okay? I know in Svartalfheim, that is still not. He created dwarves. He created fucking dwarves. I'm telling you. The things that you're describing from Nordic and Germanic mythology is not the same thing. He made the dwarves. I'm telling you. He made the fucking dwarves. No, that is what I'm understanding. You act like I haven't done my research on this. I have a considerable amount of research. When you're talking about the dwarves from Svartalfheim are not the same as the modern dwarves. Not remotely. And even stuff... It's not the same, dude. They were... Yes, I have researched Germanic mythology. I have researched Norse mythology. I have researched Celtic mythology. I have researched Greek mythology. And the Saxons and the Romans. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about, man. And yeah, like I said, he took inspiration from Norse mythology, Germanic mythology, and apparently even Jewish culture, but he redefined them for modern fantasy, establishing their core traits and popularizing the plural dwarves. He made the thing dwarves a thing. And there was a couple of dwarven characters. They were not a race. He's the one that made them a race. Like it even says here that he took them and made the modern version of dwarves. He made the word dwarves. He made the modern archetype that all dwarves now are based off of. That he took a little bit of German mythology, a little bit of Norse. Like I said, it's like, uh, you're not understanding what I'm getting at. What you're talking about, the archetype for dwarves in German mythology and what he made dwarves into are night and day fucking difference. And you're not saying, you're leaving out the fact, Rhea, that he added a lot. He's the one who made the word dwarves. He's the one that gave them their core traits of being miners and smiths. That is now the standard. He's the one that gave them a race instead of a couple of creatures from these mythologies. He added a lot to the picture. And if you compare his dwarves to the things that you're talking about, there's a fucking world difference. He originated what they are. Okay, so he originated dwarves. Those things that you're talking about that came before are not dwarves. Okay? Like I said, it's like elves existed as little pixies. Before J.R.R. Tolkien. Oh my god, it's not somebody else's creation. And what the fuck do you think that mythology is? This is where you're wrong. Literally, the entire concept of Norse mythology, Rhea, is a bunch of people crafting sagas and building them off of everybody else's tales. Literally, the entire purpose of Norse mythology is people cobbling all of their shit. Yes. Oh my god. See, you don't get it. The Norse mythology is literally the most cobbled together fucking shit. They didn't originate dwarves. They didn't originate fucking drow. They didn't originate 99% of that shit. In fact, one of the reasons why we don't have a whole lot of inspiration on fucking Norse mythology is that it's fucking cobbled together. The sagas are taken and passed around and passed around and taken and passed around. Like, if anything, J.R.R. Tolkien didn't do anything that the Norse hadn't already done a million times over. Like, literally, because the Norse passed their sagas around in song because they didn't write a lot, the entire Norse mythology is a giant game of fucking telephone. He took some ideas. Yeah, it was Tolkien. He made dwarves. Those things that came before. Okay, so, alright. If you take inspiration from something. No, I did not prove your point. His version of dwarves is completely different. Pretty much all they have in common is being little surly fucking dudes. Literally, if you go back and you look. Oh my god, see. There is such a fucking world of difference between the fucking dwarves of Tolkien and what you're talking about. They literally, the most thing they have in common is that they're little surly fucking dudes. The culture is different, the look is different, the language is different, the traits are different. Oh my god, and the Norse aren't the originators. He literally, oh fuck, dude, okay, so they have the barest thing in common. Like, they literally, like I said, the dwarves that you are talking about, the Darvagat, are literally just little surly dudes. It's like saying that. Ugh, dude, whatever. My point has always been that he made dwarves. He made fucking dwarves. Okay? He took inspiration from some other places and turned it into something of his own. They are completely different. Go look up the dwarves that you're talking about, the Darvagat, and compare it to Tolkien's dwarves, and then you tell me that they are anything alike. He said, small, surly little dudes, and then he made his own spin on it. He's the one that made elves a thing. Like, elves were a type of fucking pixie, basically. The beautiful, regal, long-haired, 20 years dude, he came up with that. Elves were basically like a fucking type of pixie. So compare fucking Tinkerbell to the elves in Lord of the Rings and then tell me that he just took everything from the fucking Norse. Or Celtic. He did not. There's a difference between taking some inspiration and jacking something. Taking some inspiration from other sources does not mean that you stole it or that you didn't originate it. It's the sum total part. He took some inspiration from the Celts, he took some inspiration from the Norse, and then turned it into something completely different. Like, if he took something and made it just like super similar, but he gave it a slightly different name, no. He's like, I'm going to start from here, and then I'm going to turn it into something different. And when you think of dwarf, when you picture, that is my point. And like I said, he created the fucking name. Yeah, the Alfar. Oh my god, it's like you. Okay. Okay. Oh. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a short break.